Well, Matisse class, I thought I'd just like to say hello and welcome to Year 2.
Do you know how to say hello in different languages? Let's find out! In USA, it's hello, hello. In China, it's ni hao, ni hao. In France, it's bonjour, bonjour. It's great to say hello. In Japan, it's konnichiwa, konnichiwa. In Korea, it's annyeong, annyeong. In Italy, it's ciao, ciao. It's great to say hello. In Germany, it's Guten Tag, Guten Tag. In Spain, it's Hola, Hola. In UAE, it's Marhaban, Marhaba. It's great to say hello. Even though our languages are different, different, different. Even though our skin colors are different, different. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. In India, it's namaste, namaste. In Vietnam, it's xin chào, xin chào. In Thailand, it's sawadika, sawadika.
Then say sawadika.
I see. In Russia, it's здравствуйте, здравствуйте. In Kenya, it's jambo, jambo. In Hawaii, it's aloha, aloha. It's great to say hello. Even though our languages are different.
Bonjour, Matisse. Welcome to Year 2. We are going to have such a fun time in Year 2. We are going to do lots of learning and we're going to do it in fun and engaging ways. I know that it's been a really, really difficult year and many of you will have done lots of work and some of you will have not done so much work. It might have been a little bit more difficult for you, a little bit more trickier for parents. So we're going to be here to make sure that you can all catch up and that you can all do your best work for Year 2 and you're going to have fun at the same time. So, Matisse, when you come back to Year 2, there are going to be very many things that are different for you. But there will be many things that will be the same. You will have the same pupils in your class, you will have the same educator, Mrs. Hughes, and you're even going to be in the same blue corridor. And you also have Matisse as your class name. So, like Matisse, when he had his times where he had to stay at home and he was locked down, he was able to make some of them his most marvellous work. All those lovely collages and all those cut-out shapes. So I'm hoping when we come back into Year 2, after we've had our time where we've had to stay in, that we are going to be doing some of our best work for Year 2. So these are things that are familiar. What about the things that are going to be a little bit different? So Matisse, what is different? Well, obviously you have a different teacher, Mrs. Lang, but I know that we are going to get along famously. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, just email us here at Year 2. What also will be different is your class bubbles. So this means that within our class we won't need to social distance with other pupils. However, you will have to have some social distance with you and your adults. So within the class you can talk to your friends and you can move around without social distancing. But with all other bubbles, you will be social distance. That means we have staggered play times. Our lunch times are slightly different as well. So at lunch times, you will be in the classrooms and we will be eating our lunch there. I'm not sure if we need to provide the food at the school, or we can allow people to bring in their own food. I'm sure that you'll have a letter explaining these options. So, when it comes to academics, we will be expecting a little bit more from you in Year 2, a lot more writing. So not just a sentence, we will be exploring how to create phrases and paragraphs and writing, as I will mention again in A4. Reading is absolutely compulsory every day. You should be reading with an adult. We will expect you to be using your phonics cards, and we will expect you to know the books that you have taken home, and we will expect those books back as well. Okay, in maths, we go all the way up to 100. We'll be looking at fractions, we'll be looking at shape, time and measurement we'll be using to actually as an everyday life thing, so they'll learn the days of the week, they will learn months, and they will learn this throughout the year. That's what we expect from you guys in Matisse class, but we do expect you to have fun. As you can see, Mrs. Lang is always hopefully able to provide some entertainment as we're going through our hard work. I have created another slide just to show you a little bit of what your classroom will look like. Unfortunately, it's not the best video, I'm afraid. It's a little bit shaky, and it will be very different when you come anyway. So here goes. Let's show you your new class, Matisse.
So welcome, Matisse. I hope you guys are feeling well. Right, so as I said, I'm going to show you where you will be sitting. So here is your class for next year. So we will be in here. You can see a picture on the wall there, or rather the window. I don't know if you can see that. That's off one of the young men that we painted around last year in science. So we have lots and lots of fun in year 2, and we do lots of work too. We read lots. You're going to have to read and read and read, and we write lots and lots and lots as well. Okay, so you need to rest this summer, so when you come back for September, you are ready to go. Please read with mummy or daddy or your parent, grandparent, anyone who will listen to you, please read with. Mrs. Lang loves it when children read. You will be looking at more problems in maths. You will be expected to know your numbers to at least 100, and we'll be thinking about all the different ways that we can look at numbers. So we'll be looking at division, subtraction and addition. We will be looking at the number lines to all those 2-digit numbers. We'll be doing lots of English that I know that some of you are really good at as well. But we're also going to be writing lots more. So I have somebody's book here that I'm just going to show you what it's like to be in year 2. So if you have a look, we start off and we have a very slow start and we have a little bit of writing, but we have more and more writing in year 2. So I hope you can see that. If you have a look, by March last year, we were writing an awful lot. Okay, if you can see this, we have 2 pages. Now this is what I expect from you guys in year 2. So make sure you do lots of practicing over the summer holidays. So lots of reading, lots of writing, so that when we see each other in September, we're going to have a real fun time. Okay, so this has been a tour of your classroom. Let's have a quick go around. I'm sure it's going to look a lot different, Matisse, when you come here. All I can say is I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, what she said, reading is so important. So please, if you don't do anything else this summer, make sure you read all the books that you've been sent home, and you read as much as you can whenever you can to an adult. So our first week back, you will be getting to know Mrs. Lang, and I will be getting to know you. We will be learning about our new routines and sharing our experience of what we've been doing over the last 6 months. It's such a long time. I'm sure you will forget. If you're thinking about doing it, write a diary. It'd be really nice to hear from you about all the experiences that you have had at this time. Also,
what we will be getting to know is our expectations. So not just from me, but from each other. So we will be thinking again about social distancing, what we do to keep ourselves safe, like lots of washing our hands, making sure if we've got a cough or a temperature, we let an adult know straight away. So, lastly, for you parents, if you'd like to get in touch, if you have any questions, please email us at year2@grangeharrow.school.uk. Thank you. So pause the video, copy the links. These are lists of good books that are recommended for Year 2. In the other slides, there are English websites. There's our own spelling frame that you could be using and having a look at. Also, we've got Busy Things and Persian Mash, which have a combination of phonics and maths and English that you could also be using over the summer just to refresh your brain, keep yourselves going. And also we have maths. We've got our timetable rock stars, as you can see, and a few other internet sites. So pause the video, copy the links. They're really good fun for the children. They really enjoy these, and that will help them. So it's goodbye from Mrs. Lang at the moment. I'm looking so forward to seeing you all in September. Keep yourselves safe, have lots of fun, and keep reading. See you very, very soon, Matisse. Bye.